Subscribe to SoilCup.
So when someone comes to me with a problem, like I mentioned earlier, they see that just the problem and a solution to it. But what I see is your past life, your future life, and the entire life that you're leading right now. I just started reading charts because astrology was very interesting and I really wanted to find answers to some of the deepest mysteries of life. Let's say there are so many people who had a divorce and they had breakups, and the kids, they just get involved at the age of like 15 and they're suffering so much trauma because they don't know if that person likes them or not, if he likes, if he doesn't like, such kind of trivial trauma in life, so much people go through. So these things, why do they happen? Because as I see, as you see, they haven't done anything to deserve that kind of a thing. So where is all this trauma coming from? How much of it is actually from past? And how much are we going to carry in future? That the future life is what I mean. So when someone comes to me with a problem, like I mentioned earlier, they see that just the problem and a solution to it. But what I see is your past life, your future life, and the entire life that you're leading right now. And you as a point in the entire universe of the journey of your soul. So it's a totally different perspective, So out of this interest, I started reading astrology and I started practicing astrology. And I'm very happy today that it has helped many people, and I'm thankful to SoilCup for identifying me as an independent achiever and an independent entrepreneur. I don't consider myself that, but I really thank SoilCup for this opportunity. Just like I was inspired by people to continue doing this, the research and the advice and study of charts, I hope I can be an inspiration to someone tomorrow to go and pursue their passion and dream without stepping back at all odds. Namaskara ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ನಾನು ದಿವ್ಯಶ್ರೀ. ಚರಾಗ್ ವಿಷನ್ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ The name of my organization is Diva Foundation. What is Diva all about? My organization aims at bringing out that diva which is inside of each one of us. Spiritual diva. We are all divine. We are born divine. It's only up to us to understand and identify this and give a whole new dimension and meaning to our lives. So how did I embark on this journey? By my formal education, I am BE in telecommunications engineer. And I'm a master's in software systems. I was a software professional. Wipro was my last company. And after I quit my regular job, for nearly 6 to 7 years, I trained not less than 5,000 professionals in operating systems all across Bangalore. Professionals of all ages. So when did I change my path to Vedic astrology? This was there all along. From 15 years, I'm giving consultation in astrology. So I was doing astrology side by side when I was in my IT job. Why did I take up astrology? Yes, there was one situation which actually made the turning point of my life to take the decision to pursue astrology. Not to take up astrology, probably astrology was in my blood and I was convinced I was meant for this at one point. Let me tell you what it was. We had this Y2K crisis, and following that we had the huge investments in 3G, because of which the whole world was in recession. That was the first ever recession of its type for the entire globe, and the recessions before this were during the world wars. So this was something very, very new, and it was actually very tragic to many people because many committed suicides, many divorces happened. And to me personally, I was from a very, very humble background. And me and my brother were the first ever in the entire family tree to get into engineering and to get such, atrociously high salaries. Nobody had ever thought of those things. So with this fear of layoffs and other things, it was like somebody else was controlling our destiny. So I became very inquisitive, just like many other friends of mine. What's my future? Am I going to go back to the same kind of poverty that we are scared of actually? Or am I going to make it big sometime in the near future? What's going to happen to all those people who are getting these suicidal thoughts? And it was the same time when the mass media was exposed to the Western world in a very big way with computers and the internet. I saw a lot of exodus of youngsters just being drawn into the Western way of life without reason or direction whatsoever. At that point, I felt I had a very strong message to give these people, and it was my mission to reach out to anybody and everybody possible to make them realize that our ancient system was the most scientific and the most powerful of all systems in the world. This is a social system. There's a social entrepreneurship. People need to realize the value of it, and I felt I'm born to do that. So that was when I did not care about quitting the job, losing the job, or even not having enough money. I just followed my passion. I used to wake up at midnight to follow my passion. From morning till evening, I had the family responsibilities, and after I put the kids to sleep was when I sat at my laptop to give a free consultation across the globe to all those people who were panicking. And I always made it a point to ask them to pray to God, because most of them were Indians and youngsters in the range of age of 18 years to 25 years. So today I have seen more than 10,000 charts, and my remedies are very simple. So let's get connected sometime to know what my astrology is all about and what the kind of remedies that I offer. Sounds very interesting, isn't it? Yes, of course. Initial struggles, lots and lots of them. Just like any other person, there's a point when we want to do something, neither are we sure of it, nor the people who are our receptors are sure of what's going on. So the first hurdle for me was finding time, because I quit my job for the sake of adjusting to family, because I treated family as the highest priority at that time, and I had a child. Till the child joins full-time school, I didn't want to go for a full-time job. This was my commitment towards the child. And it was recession. I was asked to work straight 16 hours in a day with a laptop given home. I was not ready to take it up. So finding time was the biggest problem in the first place. So I did most of my work when the child was asleep. And finding people who actually could believe in what I said was difficult. So if I tell people, universe always has its own way. Whatever has the path of least resistance in the universe, that is what is going to come true. When you have a struggle which is abnormal in any path, probably it's not meant for you. And I can confirm that from your birth chart. If I said these things, who is ready to believe? You started a new job and you think it's your passion because there is a struggle, and I'm asking you to quit and see for an alternate career path. Who's ready to listen to me in the first place? No. And everybody wants money, and everybody wants happy life, luxurious life, though the meaning of happiness is mistaken here. So everybody has a picture about life, and they think achieving that is the only happiness. So here some fundamental definitions of life had to be changed in the minds of people. It was not easy at all. And everything was so abstract when I told people the path of least resistance. Happiness is right here, right now. It's all in your interpretation. You have a karmic backlog. You cannot succeed in this, but this is what is meant for you. You will be exceptionally successful if you take this. It was hard for people to believe. And nobody believed me in the first place. But it's okay. I carried on with my journey, and today where I am, and today I am where I am. Nice, it feels nice. And I carried on with my journey, and today I am where I am, because from the beginning I knew it's the droplets which fill the pot, and it takes a long time for the pot to get filled. But if I don't collect those droplets, I will never have a pot either half filled or quarter filled. I knew it was a long journey. I was prepared for this, and I think I'm just about 10% in the journey. I still have lots and lots and lots to do. I have lots and lots of people to reach out to. Let me tell you all about my first milestone. I started this off like 15 years ago. No smartphones, no WhatsApp, no Facebook. Having Gmail was very trendy. So it was just emails, and the emails were accessible to only those kind of elite people who were in IT, you know. So it was so difficult for us to connect and get the clients or get the people to listen to me, an astrologer in some corner of Bangalore, to reach to the whole world. It was so difficult, but the web forums did help me. My first achievement was when I started my own blog, and immediately when people came to know that I had my own blog, on the same day I had 80 followers, and within a week my blog hit 1,000 views. That was very inspiring. I really thank one Miss Harpreet from Punjab, who was a good friend and who was a big follower of astrology. I really thank her in helping me to get all those people across in a single day, and it was so amazing to have all those people me in my new journey. The kind of solutions I'm able to give them are completely different from the ones which can be got by any other professional. Not all the things will be believed by everyone, but because I come from an engineering background, I'm able to communicate it in a way that even engineers or doctors or any scientific brain or a normal homemaker brain or probably an unread, informally educated brain also can understand all these things. I would call that my specialness, because I have read the scriptures as well as the engineering books. So I'm able to communicate to people what exactly is the purpose and the meaning of life according to the kind of platform that they are brought up in and the way they will understand it. I will keep doing this. I've got lots and lots of feedback. People would not keep visiting the blog unless they found some value. Every month I have at least 3,000 hits on my blog from all over the world. I have had times when families from Afghanistan, Brazil also have contacted me for advice. They're not Indians. And this kind of surprise visit from a country which was never before listed on my blog keeps happening now and then, and I enjoy that surprise visit. And once it's a surprise visit, usually it goes on to become a continuous visit. I'm very happy about this, and that's why I will continue to do this. There is some message definitely that is reaching out to so many people out there, and I will continue to do that. What would I be if I wasn't an astrologer? I would probably be struggling to be a telecom 5G domain expert. I had this wish to be a hardcore techie, and or I would be struggling myself to be the CEO of some big company. I'm very happy that didn't happen, and I'm very happy that long time since I realized all those things are not meant for me. There's this Japanese term which happens to be the new trend. I think it's called the ikigai. Even before the term was introduced in India, probably I found my ikigai, because it's almost since 15 years. Like a quiet tortoise, I've been taking steps, slow steps in this, but I never ever wanted to give up. Very happy about it. Again, I thank you all viewers. I thank SoilCup for giving me this opportunity. A wonderful name, SoilCup. You know, it has a lot of meaning in it when we think about it. And I will definitely pass on this message, and I will definitely refer many of my friends who are independent achievers there and who need to be recognized and rewarded for their achievements. Thank you, SoilCup.